barbecue fans, here we are out in sunny Arizona where it's only 112 outside. Get your jackets. So today we're going to do something. We're at our friend Jack's house. We're going to do some tri-tip on a gas grill. But what we're going to do a little bit different is we're going to use a pellet tube to give it some smoke. So let's give that a try and we'll see how it goes. So what we're going to do to get the meat tender is we're going to go ahead and poke it with a fork a little bit here. And then we're going to tenderize it and do a dry brine with some salt for about 15 minutes. Don't be shy. If you have a Jakarta, that works too. But if you don't, forks work. Watch your fingers. Kids, don't try this at home. A little arm power. Taking a look at these both look pretty good. Might do just a couple trims on some of that fat, but not much. These are from Costco, USDA Prime. Just gonna do a little bit of trim here on some of this silver skin. Doesn't need too much, it's in pretty good shape. Most of that should render out. If not, we can just spit it out. All right, so we're gonna use some meat tenderizer. We're gonna liberally spread this on. We'll let it sit for 15 minutes. And then afterwards, we'll wash it off. This is always a good idea with these thicker tri-tip meats, really help get this thing nice and tender. Nice layer all over, that thing's soaking in. All right, our dry brine is complete, so we're gonna wash the salt off. Get this washed off, then pat it down with some paper towels. Then we can get the dry rub on. Dry, and we'll be ready to rub. Alright, so now we're going to put on the rub. So what we're going to use today is some Cosmos. It's a little bit of cow cover hot. This stuff is excellent on beef. And then we're going to top it with a little Montreal steak. That's a little secret that I learned from Malcolm Reed on how to barbecue right. Makes a nice topping. Going to be excellent. So let's get on the rub. And it's beef. You can give it a nice, pretty heavy coat here. As it can take it, it's going to get a nice flavor to it. Alright, now we'll get the other sides. You want to make sure you get all sides, of course. You already know that. This is a good rub here. Every part that's open, get that covered. I think we're looking pretty good. So I'm gonna let this sit in for maybe 10-15 minutes and then we'll go ahead and top it with the Montreal steak. In the meantime, let's go check out the pellet tube. All right, so here's my buddy's new Weber Genesis 2 gas grill. I did try to talk him into Traeger, but he's not quite ready for that yet. So here's our alternative. What we're gonna do is we're gonna have the benefits of the gas grill. You know, we're gonna do light it up quick, cook quick, but we're gonna add in the ability to do some smoked flavor to our cooks. So what we've got is our pellet tube. Found it on Amazon. I can put some links below. If you search Amazon, you'll find it easily. Several different models out there. Pick the one you want. So we just take the tube. We got some regular Traeger pellets. We're gonna go with the Gourmet. It's a blend of hickory, cherry, and maple. And you just fill up the tube. Let's give it a little bit of a shake. Kind of helps pack it down in there so that when they burn consistently. So what we'll do, we're gonna put it here on the top lid of the grill so that when we get it burning, we'll get that nice smoke flavor. We'll reverse sear the tri-tip for 30-45 minutes, get it up to about 120, and then we can do the final searing. So it should work out pretty well. So let's get this lit. Oh, we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Just get it started like this. Just get the end of these pellets burning. Get that flame going. So you get that flame going for a few minutes, and then after that, then we'll blow the flame out and just let it burn on its own. Let's get that flame going. All right, you can see we've got the pellet smoking here. We just want to make sure there's no flames. If you have flames, they're going to burn out a bit faster, and you're going to burn through your pellets quicker. So if you burn out that flame, it's burning. It's going to take them all, but it'll do it much slower and give you more cook time. We found we're usually getting maybe 2-3 hours of cook time, smoke time out of the pellets. I think it says 6. I don't know if you quite get 6. You might get 4, but definitely a good 2 to 3. And that's all we're going to need, especially for this tri-tip. So now that we got that, we've got our grill grate. So what we'll do first is we're going to cook on the left side in indirect heat, and we're going to cook them up to 120. After we've got them to 120, we're going to crank up the grill. We're going to set it about 550, 600, and then we're going to get the final sear on them. It'll be a nice reverse sear cook. So let's get the grill lit up. This is the easy part. So pretty much just turn on your burner. So we're going to cook it indirect. So we're going to start the right burners here. Get those going. Press the button, and we're lit. So this is our first time on this grill doing this indirect, so we're going to try to get it about 250 degrees. So we'll start this about medium here, and we'll close the cover and see what we get up to. We may be adjusting as we go, but let's get started. All right, so I learned this from Malcolm Reed. Now this was before he had his own steak rub. So you would put your own barbecue coat on first, your own barbecue rub that you like, and then put on the Montreal steak seasoning. Now he's got his own rub. You can go check that out if you want. I haven't bought any yet, but I'm looking forward to trying that out. For now, we've got the Montreal steak. We've got a big bottle, so we're going to use it. This doesn't have to be quite as big a coating as we did with the other layer. We just want to get that nice peppery texture in here. It's going to give us a nice little pepper bomb. Should work very well with the cow cover. You could probably also use Cosmos's steak rub as well. I bet that would work good too. We got the top sides done. Just do a little bit light coat here on the back side, but it's mainly for looks, for a little flavor pop. All right, we'll let that sit. Grill's heating up. We'll be getting on real quick here. All right, the Weber Genesis 2 comes with the iGrill 3. Worked pretty well. There's also an app for that. We've got that loaded on the phone. It's going to help us check our temperatures and monitor it till we get to 120. We just get those popped in. We'll get those ready to insert into our tri-tip. Got the grill running. It's about 300, so we're going to crank that down just a little bit. But that ought to be fine. We don't want to try to get it too much over 300 for our reverse sear. Let's get the meat on. All right, one there. Get our one here. You can see our smoke is rolling. Let's get our probes in. Get them all dirty, but that's all right. Okay, probe 1, probe 2. All right, so our first piece of meat is hit 120, so we're gonna pull it off. We've got our probe 1 is hit. See, we got a nice texture here on the meat. Now this other one has a couple minutes, so we're gonna just close the grill now and get the other one up to 120. All right. All right, so our second tri-tip is hit 120, so we're gonna get it off the grill. And then once we get it off the grill, we're gonna get the grill temp up to about 600, and then we'll do the searing. We've still got a lot of smoke, actually quite a bit of smoke left, so we could have done the smoking for another probably 3 hours. Looks like it's only about a quarter done here, so that's excellent. Okay, let's get this off. All right, let's get that grill running. So we're gonna go ahead and turn this one on to high, and we're gonna crank this one up to high. And we know we're gonna go under this burner here to our sear grate. All right, we've got the grill at 600 degrees, just almost, so we're ready to sear. So let's get these on. We'll probably do them about 1.5 minutes a side. Okay, we got the one on. All right, let's get it seared. All right, our first timer's gone off at 2 minutes. Let's make it turn. I actually got some vegetables on here. These are looking good too. Keep those running. Now let's split the meat. All right, we've seared it 2 minutes aside. Let's check the temperature. We're going for about 135. And we are well into it here. We've got about 140, 137 here. So we're taking these off. We're gonna call it good. Get them here on the platter, cutting board. Turn down the temps a bit. We're gonna let them rest about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna have some dinner. We'll let you know how it turns out. All right, we pulled the tri-tip off the grill. We let it rest 10 minutes. Now let's slice it up. As always, you're gonna get a little bit more done on the ends. And that is looking just about where we want it. We're gonna slice it about pencil thick here. We just got juices running out. We got really nice sear, nice grill marks. Not too done, not too undone, just right. This is gonna be super good to have. That's tri-tip right there. That is delicious. All right, so we're done eating. It was fantastic. Everybody loved it. A couple thoughts. So, quick recap. So what we did is we dry brined the tri-tip with salt for 15 minutes. We washed that off thoroughly. So then we took the cow cover hot from Cosmos Rub, put that first layer on. And then we took the McCormick's steak and we put it on. And then we got the grill up to about 250. We put it on, we cooked it indirectly until it reached a 120 temperature. Then after the 120 temperature, we took off the tri-tip, cranked up the heat to 600. Then we put it on the sear grates for 2 minutes aside. Check the temp, pull it off at 145. Let it rest about 10 minutes, and then we were good to go. That's all you had to do. It's a simple cook. So if you have a gas grill, a great option is to use the pellet tube. That gives you the pellet smoke. You can cook indirectly, get that smoke flavor throughout the meat, and then after that, and then you don't have to go out and buy a new pellet grill if you've already got the gas grill. So that's a great alternative. Well, thanks a lot. I hope y'all all spread some barbecue love to all your neighbors and friends, and hope you're all jonesing for some barbecue. All right, here we are in sunny California.
Except we're in Arizona.
Oh yeah. I knew that. All right, this is always kind of tricky to get lit. There we go. Oh, went out. Got to just barely get this thing on. You can hear a little bit coming out. Maybe not. There we go. Maybe if 2 pellets come out, that's okay. Oh, just knocked it out myself. Let's get this started again. Okay, I think we're rolling. Oh, knocked it out. There we go. All right. Oh, we're going to then put on the Montreal steak seasoning. Now he's got his own rub. You can go check that out if you want. I haven't bought any yet, but I'm looking forward to trying that out. For now, we've got the Montreal steak. We've got a big bottle, so we're going to use it.
Oops.
We'll get that flipped up.